Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another For Honor video. So I've been practicing today and I noticed something rather odd. I don't know if anybody else in the community has discovered it before and informed the devs about it, but I just did and I thought it's not bad to make a video out of it, so maybe it informs the devs to try to fix it. Because the way I see it, it's unintended. It's probably a tech, or to put it more simply, probably a glitch they need to fix. So without further ado, let's cut to the chase and let me show you. So regarding Afeera's moveset, we know that she's got omnidirectional dodge cancels after all her attacks, like light attacks, go forward, heavy attack, backward. Even after her kick, she can go to left, right, doesn't matter, right? So this is supposed to be punishable by a GB. So I have put this input here, you can see, dodge then Guardbreak. So when I attack this opponent and try to, you know, counter GB, it doesn't work, okay? No matter which direction I go, it doesn't work. Even if it's a heavy, it still doesn't work. But there are specific circumstances and against specific heroes, you can counter GB, which is peculiar in my opinion. Take a look at this. I can counter GB. No, it was too far. You see? No matter if it's a heavy, no matter if it's a light, I can still counter GB. What you need to know is that this only happens after a light and after a heavy. So for the kick, you can't do that. You see? When I do the kick, afterwards the dodge cancel cannot be counter GB'd. Okay? No matter if it's a light or heavy, after kick, it just doesn't happen. It also doesn't happen after Afeera's neutral bash. Not possible to counter Guardbreak, but it's possible to do after every light and heavy attack. So if your opponent flips back after light and heavy, she can still counter GB your GB punish, which is crazy. Now what you need to know is that this is not the case against all heroes. There are only certain specific heroes that you can do this against. They are Black Prior, Raider, Berserker, Jormungandr, Valkyrie, Orochi, Hitokiri, Kyoshin, Tiandi, Nuxia, Jangjung, Ocelot, and Afeera herself. So if your opponent is one of those heroes I just mentioned, you need to do an attack, then hold back, okay, on your keyboard or on your controller, just hold back, step back, and do your dodge cancel, and then smash GB, okay? So it will be counter Guardbreaker. Take a look at this. You see? I'm holding back and smashing GB, okay? It allows Afeera to counter GB this. This is against heroes who've got no dodge bash, okay? For heroes with dodge bash, for example, Conquer, the case is a bit different. There are different scenarios and there are certain situations you can avoid the bash. You need to keep a specific distance and attack from a specific side so that the bash is most likely going to be missed, but there's no guarantee. It requires very specific situations. But for this one, it's almost guaranteed 99.9%, almost 100% guaranteed, okay? Unless you do the counter GB a bit late or stuff. So allow me to change my opponent so I can show you. Black Prior as an instance. We go to put it on dodge and then Guardbreak. So you can see, oh, it don't, okay, it's working. See? I can counter GB no matter what, light, heavy. But as I told you, it doesn't work after the kick, so I can't counter GB this after a kick, okay? Now against the heroes I didn't mention, it doesn't work. For example, Shaman here, if I do the same thing, I cannot counter GB. So I'm not sure what the reason is, but certain heroes have got perhaps some certain GB timings or something, I'm not sure. but it doesn't work against Shaman or any of the other heroes. Against Peacekeeper, I'm excluding the heroes with dodge bashes because, as I told you, it's a different scenario. But against Peacekeeper, Centurion, Griffin, Highlander, Warlord, Shaman, Kensei, Shinobi, Nobushi, Aramusha, Junhu, Shaolin, Pirate, and Magi, it doesn't happen. Let me pick Magi as an instance. So you see, when I don't hold S, I can't counter GB, you see? And when I also hold S or back, I still can't counter GB, which is not the case against those specific heroes I told you about. So this is very odd, and I think it's unintended. I don't know if you want to call it a tech or an absurd glitch or anything, but I feel like this is unhealthy and Ubisoft needs to fix it, because those flips, if I can call them, those are supposed to be punishable by GB. So hopefully they see this video and try to fix it. And how I discovered it, I was playing with Afeera against Afeera so that I can learn the hero better, to fight against better and stuff. And this happened to catch my eye, and I first thought this is a problem with Afeera as an opponent. But then I found out, no, it's not just Afeera, it's other heroes as well. So you can see it happens with Afeera as well. The only scenario it doesn't work is after a kick. It also happened after Afeera's neutral bash. So yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope Ubisoft fixes this as soon as possible. I personally call it a glitch, but some people in community like to call it a tech, like Berserker's dodge tech and stuff, or Warden's 360-degree zone attack. So these are, in my opinion, things that need to be fixed because they hurt the game. They're unhealthy. Messing around with the animations and stuff, they're not good. Well, anyway, this is my opinion. Please write down your own opinion for me too. As a disclaimer, this is only my opinion. Yours can be different. So if you've got any different opinion, please go ahead and type it down in the comments and let me know about it. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully I might catch you later with more gameplay videos. See you. Goodbye.